and welcome back to the channel. Quick question about the United States versus Donald Trump trial. This is attorney Stanley Helinski. I am a trial lawyer of about 25 years, have tried quite a few jury trials over that period of time. So today is the cross-examination of Michael Cohen, the prosecution's star witness, in the Donald Trump, Stormy Daniels hush money trial. I'm fascinated with this issue largely because this is a former president of the United States who is being judged in a criminal court by a handful of members of the community, the jury. As a lawyer who has spent his entire career trying to read tea leaves to figure out what jurors are thinking in a jury room, and has actually sat and deliberated on a 2-week medical malpractice trial, personally, I absolutely need to know what the jury is thinking in this case. Let me tell you why that is and why you should have that same fascination over this issue. Jurors don't live in a bubble. They've had their entire lives before this trial with experiences just like you and me. They've all had difficulties and happiness and highs and lows that we all have every single day. Well, this jury was vetted quite significantly, given that the defendant is the former president of the United States, in order to avoid biases. There are certain issues you just cannot vet out. And I have one question that I'm dying to have answered in all of this in light of the upcoming cross-examination of Michael Cohen, and what I expect to be is a very effective cross. First, there's absolutely no way on God's green earth that jurors aren't going to consider that this is the former president of the United States. That's not my question today, but I have to mention that as many times as the judge and the lawyers tell these people, the jurors, that they're to ignore the fact that Donald Trump served as the United States president, I am sorry. They're absolutely going to have that in the back of their mind, which means at some point there's going to be a calculus over that issue in their individual decisions, in which case the calculus over that decision isn't necessarily loaded with political bias, one way or the other. That's not actually my issue though today. My question, for which I don't really have an answer, has to do with what I know is going to happen with the Michael Cohen cross-examination. I've heard the summary of his direct testimony, which was earlier today, by the prosecutors. It was exactly what I expected. It was done extremely well. It brought out exactly what needed to be brought out. And while he hasn't been cross-examined yet, as when I'm making this video, I know exactly what I would do, and I'm certain that's exactly what Trump's lawyers are going to do, at least in part. Cohen has been caught 100 million times lying to Congress, to the press, to the SEC, to the IRS, even to his wife. The defense is going to go down that list of people to whom he's lied, one by one by one by one, painfully and systematically. He's going to ask, have you lied to this person? Have you lied to this person? Did you lie at this point? That's the way the cross-examination will go, at least in part. So my question is this. If you were sitting on the jury, this jury say, and you had in the back of your mind, this is a former United States president, that the government is saying that this individual is guilty of skewing the election in his favor because of this payoff, and you knew that this guy who was testifying, Cohen, was definitely Trump's fixer, and you knew already that he has done time for this exact issue that they're trying, would it matter to you that he's lied 100 million times? I struggle with this in trials all the time, whether to bring out evidence that somebody is not truthful. Not that I wouldn't do that, but I'm just curious the effect it will have. The fact is, everyone lies. When I cross-examine someone who I know is a liar, one of my first questions to that witness is, do you lie? Well, who's going to deny that? After they admit that they lie, then I ask them if they lie when it hurts them. And of course, they're going to deny that. They're going to lie when it helps them, right? They would look stupid if they answered otherwise. My question is this. Does it really matter? There's people on that jury that lie. The judge probably lies at times. Everybody in the courtroom lies. So would it matter to you that if everything Cohen says is true, then Trump is guilty, but because he's a liar and given everything that he said on direct, does it matter to you that he has lied so many times in the past? And does it matter in this case? I'd really love to know people's answers to that question. I guess we'll eventually find out. But if you do watch this video and have an opinion, please leave it in the comments. I'm really interested in knowing. This is a brand new channel. If you like legal analysis by a longtime trial lawyer, please consider subscribing to the channel. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.